Supply chain performance, achieving strategic fit and scope. Competitive and supply chain strategy. The competitive strategy of a company can be defined as the customer demands that the company tries to fulfill through product and services compared to the competitors of that company. The service or product of a company depends on its competitive strategy. For example, the product or service of a company may vary for its strategy, like low cost, rapid response, availability, etc. To understand this concept better, another example can be demonstrated. Blue Nile is an online diamond shop which has a collection of almost 70,000 different stones. So what Blue Nile offers to its customer is wide range of choices and shopping without going outside of home. But it takes time to get the product delivered and customers cannot touch the product before buying it. On the other hand, Gels sells diamond jewelry through retail outlets. Gels doesn't have a wide range of product to offer, but people can touch the jewelry before buying it and they can buy it right away without any delay for shipment. Relationship between competitive and supply chain strategies. Supply chain strategy deals with activities like material procurement, transportation of materials, manufacture and distribution of a product or service. To understand the relationship between supply chain strategy and competitive strategy, first we should know about the value chain of an organization. Let's say a new product is to be developed. The value chain begins with a new product development. In the new product development stage, the company specifies the product specification. Marketing and sales department creates the customer demand for the product. They also receive customer input to use those input for a new product development. Operations uses those new product specification to create new product. Then that product is reached to the customers by the distributors and the service department ensure after sales response with the customers. Case study 1. UPS versus FedEx. UPS and FedEx are the world's two largest biggest global courier delivery services. Both the company are among the best in their business and are highly competitive to each other. But the reason behind their success is two different competitive strategy. UPS is the largest package delivery company in the world, known for its reliability and service. Over the years, UPS has always been the top choice for ground delivery. UPS currently has more than 1 lakh ground vehicles, where FedEx has only 22,000. One of the main reasons UPS remains so popular is the ease of sending packages. While FedEx has nearly 51,000 shipping locations, UPS offers around 63,000. UPS offers more pickup options than any other courier service. On the other hand, FedEx became popular when the company began offering next-day delivery service. This was possible due to huge fleet of airplanes. FedEx currently has 694 airplanes, which is the largest fleet of airplanes in the world. So next-day delivery service was introduced first by FedEx and it is still a top choice for many customers, and the company is renowned for its reliability with overnight delivery and all air deliveries are guaranteed. Achieving strategic fit. In a company, while competitive strategy regulates its customers' priority, supply chain capability is maintained by its supply chain strategy. Strategic fit is achieved when a company can align both these strategies so that they can have aligned goals. If they are not aligned properly, mismatch can happen. Suppose if the marketing department of a company declares to deliver variety of products within a very short time, but the company doesn't want to provide the required transportation facility, then mismatch can happen, altering the strategic fit. So if a company's strategy does not become successful, a company might have to alter its strategy. A strategy can be altered in many ways. This can be classified as price focus, differentiation, diversification, adjacent business. Case study 2. Coca-Cola versus PepsiCo. In terms of cola drinks, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are two rivals for more than a century. But from the very beginning, although there was a great competition between these two companies, Coca-Cola had the upper hand in terms of cola or beverage. From 1965, PepsiCo begins to launch variety of food products gradually. So although right now Coca-Cola still has the largest market than Pepsi in terms of cola, PepsiCo enjoys greater revenue than the Coca-Cola company for its wide range of food products. This is a good example of altering the strategy through diversification. How is strategic fit achieved? There are three steps to achieve the strategic fit. Those are understanding the customer and supply chain uncertainty, understanding the supply chain capabilities, achieving strategic fit. So in order to achieve strategic fit, the first step is to understand what customer wants. To understand this concept, we need to know about implied demand uncertainty. Let's suppose a local mobile phone retailer shop is stocking iPhone X for sale. Let's say that they did a little looking at trends and they determined that 25% of their customers have to upgrade to the iPhone X due to work requirements. Then 75% of their sales will be due to customers' desire to have the latest Apple phone. So their implied demand uncertainty is 75% of the customers. That is, if the reviews are bad or the customers decide that the older versions are fine, then they could have 75% iPhone X in stock that they can sell. There are three levels of implied demand uncertainty. Those are predictable supply and demand, somewhat uncertain supply and demand, highly uncertain supply and demand. The second step to achieve the strategic fit is understanding the supply chain capabilities. To understand the capability of a supply chain, first a company has to decide how responsive and efficient it wants to be. Responsiveness is the ability to react on customer demand in any scenario. On the other hand, efficiency is the ability to minimize the cost while making a product and delivering it to the customer. The figure illustrates the relationship between responsiveness and cost. If the cost is increased, responsiveness increases as well, but as the cost increases, efficiency is decreased. If the cost is decreased, responsiveness decreases and efficiency is increased. So whether to emphasize on responsiveness or efficiency, it depends on the product and the supply chain strategy of a company. Some production needs to be highly efficient. For example, an integrated steel mill factory like BSRM, their production is scheduled for weeks or even months with a very little flexibility. So they have to be highly efficient and they need not to be much responsive. A local garments company has usually several weeks lead time, so may be a little less efficient and a bit responsive than steel mills, but still efficiency is more important. An automotive company has to deliver large variety of products within a few weeks, so they have to be more responsive than being efficient. 7-Eleven Japan distributes its goods several times a day on different locations, so they have to be highly responsive. So depending on the product and supply chain strategy, a company has determined that level of responsiveness and efficiency it wants to achieve.